In 1896, 24 years before the 19th Amendment, which granted women the right to vote nationally, Idaho gave women the right to own property, to have custody over their children in the event of a separation, to vote, and they raised the age of consent. When you think about Idaho now, you don't necessarily consider that that kind of cutting-edge policy was happening at the turn of the century. But we have some incredible women in our region to thank for that. One is Rebecca Mitchell. Rebecca Mitchell was a woman who came here having lived an incredibly difficult life experience in Illinois. She was married and had 2 young sons, and then her husband died. And at that time, in the mid to late 1800s, she was not allowed to have her own property. The state came and seized everything, and it was her job to buy it back. So she did what a lot of women in this time did, and she married the man that was sort of closest at hand to her so that she could retain those rights and that property. It was her unwed brother-in-law at the time. Ultimately, we believe that that was a pretty unhappy marriage because as soon as she could, she took her daughter from that marriage and she bought a train ticket as far west as it would take her. And it brought her here to Idaho Falls, which was at the time called Eagle Rock. She had been trained as an educator. Her initial plan was to come out here as a Baptist missionary, but then she got here and it was a dusty, Wild West, lawless place. And she realized that the people here needed access to education. And so she started the very first school. The story goes that the school building that she found was actually an old saloon where she would turn the crates over during the day so that all the kids could sit on them. I'd also like to mention Minnie Hitt. She came here with her mother and her sister, and it was up to her to figure out how to make money for their family. There wasn't a man in the household that would be able to do that. Women here in the West had a lot more opportunities basically out of necessity. There just were not as many people here, and so they relied on women to do jobs that men would traditionally do in other places. When Minnie Hitt came here, she initially got a job with the Anderson Brothers Bank, and in that job, she started as sort of a low level, a clerk, a teller. She grew to be the most decorated loan officer in the entire bank and a part of the board of directors. She was known for being able to give loans to people based on their character as opposed to the collateral that they could provide, which was essential for this place because initially we were a railroad town, but then the railroad picked up and left. This place was left high and dry. It was about to become a ghost town until canal developers came in and decided they would turn it into an agricultural community. There were a lot of people who were coming here that were farmers that unfortunately didn't have a lot of resources available to them. It was because of the work of people like Minnie Hitt that they were able to actually turn this place into a successful agricultural community.